So you're finally awake. How about that? You're probably wondering why you're here. Well, I have a question for you. Do you remember when you were a child and your grandfather took you to see the old monster movies like Dracula, the Mummy, the Wolfman? Now me, I never got that privilege. I ended up seeing Star Wars instead. But the thing is about those old monster flicks, they were made at a time when people used them to escape reality, to escape the horrors of World War II. Forget about the fact that the Americans were sending young men, young boys off to war, off to die over in Europe. But then once the war came to a close, the Allies came across the camps like Auschwitz and Birkenau, and they saw the bodies lining the streets, the bodies that were packed in the gas chambers, that were filled with pellets of Zyklon B, the bodies that were filled to the brim in the mass graves that were just outside of the camp's walls. And at that point, it was undeniable. People finally had to accept the horrors of World War II. And since then, those monster films, like vampires, werewolves, undead mummies wrapped in bandages and kept in those Egyptian pyramids, they were all just cheap and lazy scares. And ever since then, filmmakers have tried to recapture those same frights, but they haven't, because nothing is scary anymore. No horror film can match the horrors of humanity anymore. Because you see, when a bear mauls some hitchhiker, or a coyote eats a rabbit, brutally tears it apart, that's the animal's nature. It's what it has to do to survive. But us humans, we consciously make those decisions to murder, to rape, to commit atrocities against our fellow man. There is nothing more terrifying than humans. Not mythical beasts or supernatural monsters. It's all humans. Us. Nothing can be more terrifying.